Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at exponential moving averages. I'm going to show you how to set them up on the chart and how to use them and why you should use the ones that I'm going to show you in this video. And I'm going to explain why they are so important. So I do want to say thank you for all the support, guys. Thank you for subscribing, liking, and commenting below the videos. It really does help the channel grow, and thank you for joining the Telegram chat and donating to the channel as well. So with that being said, let's get straight into the charts. So we're on Binance Ethereum against USDT. So first off, what you want to do is jump into technical indicators bar over here. You want to press that and you want to type in exponential. Well, there it pops out, moving average exponential. So once you click on it once, it's going to pop out on the left side of your screen over here. It says EMA, and you can click it 3 times because we are going to be using 3 EMAs to set this up. So then you can close this window, and as you can see, you have 3 options here: is to delete it, you have the cog, and you have show or hide. So basically you can hide or show them. As you can see, we have them on the screen, but basically these are 9 EMAs, or basically they show you the average price of the last 9 candles. So what we are going to be using is the 20, the 55, and the 200 EMAs. So I do use all of those in my videos. So if you do watch my videos, it would be great for you to understand why I use them, and it would actually make more sense to you when you're watching my videos, because I do take a look at the moving averages exponentials a lot. So first off, you go to inputs. So you press the cog over here, or the format button, and you have length, source, and offset. Basically what you want to change is the length to 20. Style, I have my 20 EMA as yellow, and I just make it a bit thicker just so I can see it better. And then you press the cogs on. Did that apply? I do apologize, that didn't save the settings. You have to click OK over here. Only that way the settings will be saved. So once again, yellow, input length 20, and OK, there we go. Now we have our 20 EMA. Below that, we're going to set up our 55 EMA, and that will be red. Here we go. And the last one is going to be, let's have it as purple. That'll be the 200. There we go. All done. So now what these shows, basically the 20 EMA shows the average price according to the last 20 candles. So if you're on the daily chart, where one candlestick represents one price action of a day, so the 20 moving average exponential shows you the average price calculating the previous 20 candles. That's the easiest way to explain it. And basically the 200 EMA does that, but only using the previous 200 candles. And the 55 does that, but only using the previous 55 candles. So if we go to the 1 hour chart, it uses the previous, for example, 20 hour candlesticks. So, and you can use this pretty much on any time frame. So basically, if we go to 5-minute chart, for example, you can use it as well. So what they show is support and resistance lines, basically. And these are important because, for example, when we are above the 20 EMA, which is arguably one of the most important EMAs, and you can see that right now we are above the 20 EMA. Look at that. So, for example, if I wanted to get into a trade now, then the best thing to do is to buy the EMA retest. And as you can see, the EMA retest is when the price comes down and touches the 20 EMA and then comes back up right off it. We can call that a bounce, an EMA bounce. Or you can buy the 55 EMA, but it would only come down to the 55 EMA if it loses the 20 as support. So if it comes down, loses the 20 as support, comes further down to the 55, you can buy the retest of the 55. If it fails to hold that as support, then we come back down and test the 200 as support, and that is the last support level that we have using the EMAs, or at least the ones that I use. And if we drop any lower than that, then you can buy that as well. But I'm just explaining to you how they work. Obviously, you're better off using the EMAs on the larger time frames if you're not a scalper. And as you can see, I'm going to explain what a bullish cross and a bearish cross mean as well. So a bullish cross is when the 20 EMA crosses above the 55 EMA. So for example, let's take a look at this little section over here. So I'm going to draw a huge circle around this area just so you can see where I'm going to be pointing at. So over here, as you can see, the 20 EMA went below the 55 EMA and then it broke out of it and crossed it. That's called a bullish cross, when the 20 EMA crosses above the 55 EMA from below. A bearish cross is the exact same thing, but only the opposite. Basically, this is what happened here. We went below the 55 EMA and the 55 was above the 20. That's basically a bearish continuation. That's a bearish pattern, and that will keep the price suppressed. As you can see, we keep hitting our head on the 20 EMA, and that just keeps the price down. Once we get enough volume, we break it, retest it as support, that is the 20 EMA, and then break above the 55, and we stay above it, and that just drags the EMA, the 20 EMA above for that bullish cross. Now the EMA doesn't show you where the price will go. The EMA follows the price. But once we get overextended, and by overextended I mean the price, look at this, a lot of great examples over here. So you can call this an overextension. When we get so far above the 20 EMA, it's bound to come back and retest it. And the higher we go above the EMA, the more likely we're going to lose it as support and come back to the 55. And that's exactly what happened here. So that's how you can tell if the price gets far above the 20 EMA, you're pretty much going to be able to buy the 55 as support. And this was an EMA extension as well, because the 20 EMA got so overextended from the 55. As you can see, this gap over here between the 20 and the 55 EMAs is unhealthy. They shouldn't be that far away from each other. When that happens, you're bound to fail to hold the 20 as support, and then you might even fail to hold the 55 as support, and that will drag you down. As you can see, that's exactly what happened over here, and you start essentially making lower lows and lower highs, and that's not what you want to see. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just the basic coverage. You do wanna your own research into these, and these are great technical indicators that you want to use. So as you can see over here, this is a great example of getting overextended, because a lot of people ask me, what do you mean by overextended? So look at this. The EMA went parabolic. As you can see, it went vertical. That is unhealthy. The price shouldn't do that. And we lost the 20 as support, obviously. As you can see, we went below the 55 EMA, and we're dragging the 20 EMA for the bearish cross on the daily, and that would be a mini bear market for the Ethereum or the Ether coin, because the price would be suppressed below the 20 EMA. That's essentially what we're going to be doing, and we're going to be bouncing our heads on the 20 EMA, and that's not healthy. So these parabolic moves are not good, because I see a lot of people waiting for these huge 5x gains in a day. That's just unhealthy. The project is going to roll over, and you're just going to be in a mini bear market. So yeah, keep an eye on the EMAs, guys. Learn how to use them. I do talk about them a lot in my videos, so pay attention, and they are very, very helpful. And I am starting to get into scalping a bit, and I'm using the EMAs as good indicators on the 15-minute and the 5-minute charts. So yeah, they're great, and they do act as resistance as well. As you can see, we are hitting our head on the 55 EMA over here, and we just can't get through it. Once we get through it, We want to retest it as support to confirm that we are in an uptrend, and then we want to come back above the 20 EMA, retest that as support, and then we are in this uptrend and the EMAs will continue growing and we won't have that bearish cross. As you can see, that would be the bearish cross. We don't want to see that. So I don't want to ramble on too much in this video, but I just want to mention all the important things about the exponential moving averages. And you know, you want to set them up on your charts, especially if you do watch my videos occasionally. I will bring them up, and you know, if you have them on your own chart, it is easier to understand where the price might lead you. So my goal is to help you understand the charts and learn how to use the charts to your advantage without anybody's help, basically. So if you enjoyed this video, if you found it useful, if you learned something new, guys, then do let me know in the comments below and leave a like if you know, if you actually did. So thank you all for the support, guys. I will catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.